Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Remake. This is episode 6. So last time we explored the residence, and we ran into Barry, who said he was talking to himself, but we know he was talking to somebody else. And we dealt with some sharks in the basement. Also, I finally went and sorted the inventory, so we've got the weapons here. I'm also going to take this stuff back out, but I wanted to have it in the right slots. So, I left a spot for the explosive rounds. We've got the Magnum round self-defense gun, and then 2 spots before healing items, and then key items, and we do need the book. So, I think this is all we're going to take now. We're going to have to make one more trip back here, I think, before we're done with the residence. But we've got a plant that we need to deal with. Alright, let's make sure not to get tentacled. Stay away from the hole. But we got the key to the gallery from the shark zone. Used it and didn't actually go in there. Unfortunately, I think now that I've examined that hole, these bees are always going to appear in here. Which is why it's actually smarter to never examine it, but more interesting if you do. Alright, so here's kind of the main room of the residence. Is that anything right there? Just a reflection, I think. And there are more bees in here, because that hole in the wall that we looked through leads into this room. Alright, well, there's a magazine here. There's something else next to it. Lab equipment you've never seen before. Could these have been used for some kind of experiment? That looks like historical pieces more than anything. It looks like stuff that's just on display. An assortment of old test tubes and flasks. The lock mechanism for the door. Use it? So, hey, remember those eyes we saw in the lanterns? There was 3 eyelashes, 2 eyelashes, and no eyelashes, and it was red, orange, and green. Shit. I forget the numbers attached to them. So the numbers on the cue balls actually were important, but I forgot that. So we need to know the number of each color. Oh, did I get hit there? My controller vibrated for a second, but I don't think I actually took damage from that bee. I think it was about to attack me. A corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. He's holding something. He's also clearly been stung to death. Insecticide spray. So, there's the hive right there. It's too dangerous to go any further. So, we can't go that way right now. We gotta get rid of these bees first, but we can't get close enough to spray them. I'm gonna keep calling them bees even though they don't look like bees, because that's what the game calls them. Good thing we've got easy access to the hive from the other side. I mean, I guess that guy tried to do what we tried to do, which is just walk up and spray them. But he did not turn back when he got the warning to pop up. Okay, I'm actually taking some damage from them, but thankfully I don't think they can poison you. And this gets us another residence key. I think that's all that's back here. Key number 3. Like that good close-up on this guy. Also, you notice he has an actual model. Like a 3D model. He's not part of the background. So we unlock room number 3, and we have these doors over here that are blocked from the other side. Also take this red herb. And that's everything in here. Some rolls of wallpaper. An old-fashioned but high-quality bed. A giant plant is crushing the wall. A swarm of angry moths surrounds it. Why are the moths angry? Your view is blocked by the dense thicket of trees. The shelf is lined with red books. There's one white book sandwiched in between them. Organic Chemistry Lab Experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. The characteristics of each UMB chemical are as follows. UMB number 3 is red, yellow 6 is yellow, UMB number 7 is green, UMB number 10 is orange, VP 17 is blue, and V-Jolt is dark brown. Space between the books catches your attention. Well, that is the Bandage with Blood series. The bindings of the books seem to form some kind of pattern. So of course, instead of just having you insert the book, they then made a puzzle where you have to align this lady on the side. And again, I'm wondering, like, what kind of mechanism could actually recognize if these books are in the right order with the picture on the side? Oh, that's not right. Hold on. We're a little skewed on this torso. That's also not right. Those legs are way too long. Alright, now we're getting there. Not quite. I swear I know what human proportions look like. But I just find the more that I play these, the more that I wonder how some of these actual mechanisms work. Alright, so we got rid of our book, and we opened the path, but we're not going to go in there yet. We got another bathroom. No zombies in here. Shelves are lined with various soaps and cosmetics. They're all Umbrella brand products. Jill just going around emptying out every tub she can find. Sadly, this one has nothing in it. The roots of some kind of giant plant are sticking out of the wall. I actually don't think there's anything in here at all. Yeah, this is a pointless room. So considering that's the final room in the house, we know that Plant 42 is in there. So before we do that, we are going to go back and we're going to arm up, and we're also going to look at the numbers for those lights. Actually, maybe we won't arm up yet, because we have to come back here, then we have to go somewhere else before we can fight the plant. Though Jill might have enough inventory space for both, since it's not like there's any zombies or anything we need to blast around here. And if I remember correctly, the zombie that was in the room where the ladder is actually got head exploded, so he won't get back up either. Damn it. I don't know how you can tell if that's going to grab you or not. It seems like most of the time it doesn't, and then occasionally It'll just remind you it's there. Well, I think we need about 3 inventory slots to do the puzzle that we need to do. So we are going to want to heal. It is kind of wasteful that I keep topping up my health from just yellow, but eh. We'll deposit the handgun, because that's not going to do us much good. We'll take the grenade launcher with, unsurprisingly, incendiary rounds, since we are fighting a giant plant. So what's it going to be weak to? And we'll take the self-defense gun. I looked at it, and I guess this isn't actually as strong as I thought, but it's about equivalent to a single shot from the Magnum in terms of damage. At least that's the damage number that one guide gives as being equal. Take the shotgun, and I think that should be enough. In fact, that might be overkill, but that's fine. And then we'll take 1 mixed herb. And yeah, I think that's all we should need. Nope, not this room. We need to go into the lounge. Hopefully, the web spinners will stay docile. It turns out I was right, and they are called web spinners in this. It's... in Resident Evil 3, the spiders are just called giant spiders. Yeah, hopefully these guys are not going to give me any trouble. Oh no, he came down. Alright, well we already know the colors. We just need to know the numbers. I guess the colors don't actually matter on their own because, you know, the panel doesn't have colors to input. Alright, so 5, 6, and 3. So orange is 5? Yeah, so 5, 0 eyelashes. Let's double check here that... Okay, 6 is green, red is 3. Three, 5, 6. Gotta remember that. Alright, so 6, 3 eyelashes, 5, 0 eyelashes. I mean, we can kind of just figure this out. Oop, don't get touched by that. That's poison goop. We have the 3 numbers, and we have the 3 numbers of eyelashes, so we should be able to figure it out, even if I didn't memorize them. But at least I'll get this puzzle a lot quicker than I did in the Chris run, where it was one of those press a button to light the lights around it and turn off the lights next to it kind of puzzles. Alright, so 3 is 6. 2 is 3. And 0 is 5. And once again, we have the chemical room. Though here, the chemicals are very clearly visible and not just labels on a shelf that you examine. Empty bottle that had nitric acid in it. I think you can do this with maybe as few as 2 bottles. They just give you enough so that you can really mix it up. Alright, so There's something written on the wall. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, 1 plus 6 is 7, 10 plus 7 is 17, 17 plus 3 is 20. So the reason it gives you this basic math is because if you do any other combination aside from what's written here, you'll produce toxic gas, like it said. I think that might poison you. Alright. So we work backwards. We want to get to 17, which means we want to get a 10 and a 7. And to get a 7, we just need 6 and 1. And 1 is water. So now we need to find yellow 6. So we can combine those two into a 7. And I think red was 3. That doesn't say there. Yeah, red is UMB 3. So we take that, take some more. Mix UMB 3 with water, which gets us NP004, and then we combine that. Oh shit, you failed in the synthesis of the V-Jolt. Alright, well that didn't poison me. Can I not do 1 and 3? 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay, so I was trying to do 3 and 7. So we need water and red, and then we also need water and yellow. Well, how did I get to 7? Okay, so yeah, we just need another 7? No, we need another 6. Sorry. I was mixing it up. I was like, why do I need another 7 to get to 10? But yeah, we need... So we need a 3 and water. Let's do that one first. I think you also have the option, if you fill up all your bottles, to dump them down the sink if you want to reset it. So we need that. And then we need a 6, which is just yellow. Alright, so we combine the yellow with the 4, and that'll give us UMB number 10. Combine that with this, get 17, and then we just need another red. Pretty easy puzzle, honestly. And there's our V-Jolt. Though I believe Chris can still not do this puzzle in Remake. You still need Rebecca to do it for you, because Chris can't handle chemicals. Also, you don't have to do this as Jill. This whole V-Jolt thing is optional, it just makes the fight easier. I'm going too far backwards. Shit. I'm kind of remembering that there might actually be an alternate cutscene that plays if you go in there without using V-Jolt. So I'll double check that, and if there is, I'll just kind of, insert it into this episode as a bonus. And we already saw where to use the V-Jolt, because we found the roots when we were down here. I think it's still faster to go through the top. Ah, the boxes aren't there. We can't, because we drained it. So we have to go the long way. Can we just refill this? That would be nice. Sure, there'd still be sharks down here, but we got what we came for. No reason to leave the sharks drowning. I know it would just be asphyxiating. We don't call it drowning if they're out of the water. Based on the mixing we just did, I guess we actually did need at least 3 jars to be able to have the extra combination plus the 2 that are being mixed to add to the other combination, so it really only gives you 1 extra. But it would be a pain in the ass if you had items you still needed to pick up around here, and it's like, well, I got these 4 jars that I can't get rid of yet. It is really bright in here now. Alright, plant, I got something for you. Drink up. You probably don't need the bottle anymore. Not really sure how she applied it. Like, I guess she just kind of held the jar in 2 hands and shook it at the roots. And there's not actually anything in this room, so that's all we needed to do. And now, we are ready for vegetal combat. I always found that having to actually use the V-Jolt feels like a kind of tedious pain in the ass, because, you know, you gotta run all the way down here, even though there's no enemies or anything, and then run all the way back upstairs. Do you think Jill's shoulder pads are bulletproof? Like they're Kevlar? I guess they couldn't really be. I don't think you can do curved Kevlar because it kind of weakens the integrity to not just have it be a flat plate. But if not, then like what is the point of the shoulder pads? Also, she's not wearing knee pads, which is even weirder. I think Chris has knee pads, but not Jill. I mean, you could probably do endless criticism of the stars' outfits in terms of practicality. I still think they're more practical than most video game outfits, but they're not, like, really that tactical. They're just tactical. Alright, let's go through the door. Just in time to kill the plant. Oh, okay, so I guess this cutscene plays even if you get the V-Jolt.
Barry!
Jill!
Barry just shows up with a flamethrower. Also, it seems like those scientists' calculations were actually wrong, because it didn't kill the plant. Barry, where did you find a flamethrower?
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
What is it? Alright, so never mind, we're not going to fight the plant. I forgot how that sequence plays out, but yeah. Because we got the V-Jolt, I guess the plant's just dead? Barry killed it with a flamethrower for us? Easy mode, Jill. It's not going to give me a fake out, is it? Well, we found the mansion key. This is the helmet key. So it's time to go back to the mansion.
Barry.
Something about that mansion still bothers me. But I think I'll stay here a little longer. We should split up again and investigate.
All right.
All right, Barry, as long as you keep showing up every time I'm in trouble. Maybe he doesn't show up at all if you don't use the V-Jolt. So yeah, no Plant 42 fight. Caught me by surprise. Alright, so there's nothing in this room, right? But now we can open this door that was being blocked by the roots. And make our way back to the mansion. We still don't have a battery. But we don't need one to get back.
Wesker!
Where have you been?
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
What a nice guy. Always looking out for his fellow STARS members. Also, why doesn't he use the radio if he's literally got an earpiece attached to his radio? And once again, dead wasps. Left behind by him. Sadly, they don't explode into polygons when you step on them. Alright, well, I think we're ready to go back to the mansion. I don't think we really need to load up. I didn't even get to use my self-defense gun. I was all ready to fire off that one shot. I have to make sure to use that before the end of the game, because it's definitely one of those weapons that I tend to end up forgetting about and just leaving it in the box. I was kind of like tensing up for a tentacle there, but then I remember we killed the plant, so no more tentacles. Free from tentacle oppression. I'm gonna save. I was gonna be a little risky, but then this is a part where we could very much have to come back. Because remember when I mentioned earlier that difficulty spike later in the game? We're about to hit that difficulty spike. Mid-episode safety save. Especially with Jill, I'm worried because of her low health. She can get fucked by these very easily. And I think pretty much everybody at this point knows what enemy I'm talking about, but if not, they'll find out shortly. Alright. So all we have to deal with on the way back are the dogs, but as we know, they are also pretty docile. It's weird that they give you so many blue herbs in this area when I think the spiders are the only thing that can really poison you, and, you know, as we saw, they're not very aggressive. So, it's unlikely you'll get poisoned more than once.
Come in.
This is Jill.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad! Brad!
Brad?
Shit. It's broken.
She does sound so disappointed with that. It's broken. Ugh. Yeah, there were crows here last time. Is that a dog? I did not realize that was a dog until it stood up. Well, shit. I was not prepared for these dogs. I mean, I knew there was going to be dogs out here, so I should have been prepared for any and all dogs, but there were crows there when we first got here. And put us in the caution already. Venomous snakes. You're more likely to get poisoned by these, I think, than the spiders. Okay, it's not a guarantee, though. The spiders, it is a guarantee, as far as I know, that if they spew on you, you will get poisoned. Alright, so we know there's 3 dogs in this area, not 2. Ooh, this one's gonna get real close to me. I'm gonna have to heal before we get into the next area. Oh, I'm already at red. Alright, well. Time to heal. And time to remember how to do a quick turn. Kinda shitty, because I was counting on that heal in case I ran into trouble. Oh. Use this thing to protect yourself from that bulletproof thing in chains. I went ahead and fixed that piece of crap door, too. Barry. Just picture, like, Barry finding a screwdriver, finding an extra doorknob, taking the time to unscrew the broken doorknob and put a new one on. Good old Barry. Though he said this thing, and he was once again talking about grenade launcher ammo. We might actually want to switch to these over the incendiary. Alright, well, now we have a backup heal to replace the one I just used. Here we come. Here's the hunters. They're a little less unpredictable. And they're a little less likely to leap on you, because they love to leap in the original game. But they still can do the weird dodges and everything, so that's why I'm still worried about them. So now we have a conundrum, because there's going to be 2 or 3 hunters around our safe room. So it's no longer a safe room, we're going to have to re-secure the area. Spencer family emblem is carved into the doorknob, so we need something more than just the helmet key. Alright, so where are the helmet doors at? There's one in the main hall. And there is one next to the other safe room, and there's one above this safe room. Man, this camera angle is not good. Oh, man. Yep. They do still have an instant kill attack, where they just dash forward and slit your throat. But I also didn't remember that they can jump down from the top floor. I don't even know how he knew I was there. Usually they have to spot you first. Well, it's a good thing I ended up going back to save. Fear can't kill you, but lizard men with giant claws can. Alright. So now we're gonna get caught in this loop. Hopefully not. But yeah, I think as long as you're in yellow caution, they can do their insta-kill move. So Chris is less vulnerable to it than Jill is. I might have actually been in orange caution because I got hit by that first one. Well, maybe I could do better and not get hit by dogs this time.
This is Brad.
But it is a pain in the ass that there's so many around the safe room. Because it's like, oh, I just want to get back there and save. But you gotta earn your save. Okay, I think that dog just instantly is aggressive no matter what. At least he didn't grab me. The grab does a fair bit more damage than just the pounce. Or pounce? They can also pounce on you from behind and, like, pin you down. That one didn't even drop, it was already there. Fucking snakes. It's not even worth shooting them either. Because I feel like the time it takes to shoot one of those snakes will just get you surrounded by the rest, and they'll just all get a hit in. Okay, this first hunter is not going to be a problem, though. I was going to, you know, take out the other ones one by one, and that would have been easy, but, of course, the one leaped down. I don't know how fast you can fire the grenade launcher is the other thing. So I don't know if I can hit the first one, because the one downstairs I think will get to me before the one upstairs, because it'll run in front of him. But I'm worried that if I hit him with a grenade, the other one will immediately get a pounce in. And the defense items are not super useful against hunters, because they don't really pounce you very often. They do have a pounce attack, where they try to stab you up close, but they don't use it very much. Usually they just slash you and go by. And, like, I don't want to get too much distance from this one, because then he'll do the jump. I just want to get enough that I can jilt. They still do have iframes when they're getting up as well. Maybe I should just use the shotgun, because it's got, I think, a faster fire rate than the grenade launcher. And I almost want to just heal up right away. I wonder if the incendiary does anything to them. See, that hunter doesn't know I'm here. All the grenades I was going to use against the plant. Okay, I think there might still be one upstairs at the end of the hall. Also, there's no blood coming out of this hunter, which worries me. But I don't think they can fake being dead, so... whatever. So yeah, the door he's talking about is this one here. Now we can go back and forth between the backyard area freely. Let's not go upstairs just in case there is still another hunter up there. But yeah, so the difficulty spike is now all of these hallways are going to be filled with hunters. So I don't think we have to worry about any more Crimson Heads, because the zombies get replaced, but we might. Okay, we can deposit that stuff. Dinky self-defense gun. We can deposit the first aid spray because we do have the helmet key, or sorry, the mixed herbs. Grab some shotgun shells. Alright, we are going to save in a minute, but I'm going to do one little risk here. And if I die, then I'll just skip all this and, come back here. But I just want to go upstairs and use the key. And see if there's a hunter at the end of the hall. Alright, looks like no. So the one that jumped down was from here. He just ran and jumped right over that railing. I guess that's the only helmet door on this side of the mansion. Except for the one that we have to get to from the main hall, which I think we'll just shortcut through the mausoleum area. Okay, is there one around this corner? I feel like if there was, we'd be hearing some croaking sounds. No, we're good. Alright, so we're going to unlock that door, but we're not going to go in there yet. Just want to unlock it so that we can go use the helmet key at the other places without having to worry about not being able to get rid of it. But we want to go in that door last, I believe. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, I am going to save. And next time, we will re-explore the mansion to hit up these other doors. But I'm glad we only died once to hunters, so you could see how bullshit they can be, but also didn't get frustrated by them. So, thank you once again for joining me for this Resident Evil Remake playthrough. I'm glad we can still have some surprises, even though I've played the game before, like not remembering that I wasn't going to have to fight the plant. Because that keeps the playthrough feeling a little fresh, It's not just me reciting facts or anything like that. But I definitely don't think I'm an expert on this game, even though I've played it a decent number of times. I've never completed it with just a knife. There are a bunch of achievements on the PC version that are pretty rough that I haven't done. But yeah, hope I'll see you next time. Till then, take care, folks.